Have you ever wondered why some guys just seem to naturally attract women, while others, smart, kind, even good-looking ones, can't seem to spark that same magnetic pull? Well, it's not all about looks, money, or status. In today's video, we're diving into 5 scientifically proven ways to attract any girl. And I don't mean manipulative tricks or pickup lines. I'm talking about real, research-backed methods that actually work and trigger deep psychological responses. So stick around till the end, because what I'll reveal in point number 5 not only has the power to transform your dating life, but could actually change the way women see you forever. Let's start with a quick story. Imagine a guy named Alex. Not the best-looking guy in the room, no flashy car, no six-pack. But every time he walked into a room, women noticed him. They leaned in when he talked. They remembered him. So what was Alex doing differently? Let's break it down. Number 1. The power of high-status body language. Studies published in Psychological Science have shown that people who adopt high-status, expansive postures are perceived as more attractive, and this applies to both men and women. When you sit or stand in a way that opens your body, with your chest out, arms relaxed, and feet planted firmly, it signals confidence and dominance. Contrast that with closed body language, hunched shoulders, crossed arms, which subconsciously signals insecurity. Here's the kicker. Even if you don't feel confident at first, adopting these postures for just 2 minutes a day, known as power posing, can actually increase testosterone and decrease cortisol, according to Harvard researcher Amy Cuddy. So the transformation starts not from the outside, but within your physiology. Now here's a bit of a twist you weren't expecting. Number 2, master the art of deep listening. It might sound simple, but research from the University of Southern California shows that when men actively listen, and I mean really listen, with eye contact, subtle nods, and minimal interruption, they're perceived as significantly more attractive. Why? Because in a world of constant distractions and superficial conversations, deep listening creates emotional intimacy. It signals intelligence, empathy, and presence, all highly desirable traits. And here's where it gets fascinating. Women's brains have been found to release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, during emotionally attuned conversations. So by simply giving your full presence and curiosity, you're literally triggering a neurochemical response of connection. Imagine that. The secret isn't in what you say, but how well you can listen. Number 3 is what I call the authenticity paradox. A study from the University of British Columbia found that women are significantly more attracted to men who are open about their flaws, but only if those flaws are shared with confidence. In other words, vulnerability plus self-acceptance equals magnetism. This completely flips the script on the outdated alpha male stereotype. Instead of trying to be perfect, try being real. Own your insecurities with a smirk, laugh at your mistakes, and talk about your struggles with pride, not shame. Because here's the emotional truth. When you're radically authentic, you give her permission to be herself, too. And that creates safety, which is the foundation of deep attraction. Let me tell you about a guy named Sam who used to script every date in his head. He wanted to seem impressive, smart jokes, cool stories, polished delivery. But dates felt awkward, and connections never deepened. One day, he decided to just be brutally honest. "Look, I'm a bit nervous," he said on a date. "I overthink things sometimes." The girl across from him smiled, softened, and said, "Me too." That night, they connected like never before. Why? Because perfection is intimidating, but humanity is irresistible. That brings us to number 4, strategic mystery and the dopamine loop. According to Dr. Helen Fisher, a leading biological anthropologist, the brain's reward system is activated not by what's certain, but by what's unpredictable. This is why keeping a sense of mystery, not in a manipulative way, but in a self-contained, purpose-driven way, makes you more intriguing. When you have a full, interesting life outside of dating, hobbies, goals, adventures, you naturally give off signals of value and unpredictability. You become someone she wants to know more about. Here's a practical way to apply this. Don't overshare everything at once. Let stories unfold slowly. Be the guy whose Instagram isn't just gym selfies, but shows glimpses of passion projects, travel, friendships. Leave enough unsaid that she leans in to learn more. And when you combine this with curiosity-driven conversation, asking thought-provoking questions like, "What's something you've always wanted to do but haven't yet?" You create what psychologists call a dopamine loop, where each interaction builds anticipation and emotional intensity. Finally, the most powerful and underrated tool of all, number 5, purpose-driven confidence. Multiple studies, including one from the University of Texas, confirm that women are drawn to men who exhibit directional confidence, meaning they know where they're going in life, even if they're not there yet. This isn't about having a 7-figure business or driving a Tesla. It's about having a vision for your career, your health, your growth. When a man is lit up by something bigger than himself, it's magnetic. It shows leadership, drive, and emotional resilience. And here's where it gets raw. Women don't fall for your lifestyle, they fall for your energy. A guy working 2 jobs and hustling for his dream can be more attractive than a bored millionaire if his energy is passionate and purpose-led. Think about the men who leave a lasting impression. They have presence, not just possessions. So if you want to attract not just any girl, but the right kind of woman, build your life in a way that makes you proud with or without her in it. That's when attraction becomes effortless. So let's recap quickly. Use high-status body language to rewire how the world sees you. Become a deep listener and build emotional chemistry through presence. Be authentic about your imperfections, not to seek validation, but to own your story. Maintain a sense of mystery and create a dopamine loop of anticipation. And finally, lead your life with purpose, because true attraction isn't about seduction, it's about alignment. Now here's the cliffhanger. In the next video, I'll show you how to decode a girl's subtle signals of attraction using evolutionary psychology, so you never misread the signs again. If you've ever been stuck in the friend zone or unsure if she's into you, trust me, you don't want to miss that. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell, because we're only getting started. And if this video gave you even one insight that made you rethink attraction, drop a comment. With the word magnet, I'll be reading and replying to as many as I can. Remember, attraction isn't something you chase. It's something you become.